This is the Bill Squire Show.
Do it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Bill Squire Show. I am your host, Bill Squire, and I am here with, hold on, here we get on camera there, with AJ DeCosimo.
Hello, everyone.
Co-host. And we have a very special guest this week. We are live this week with Samantha Roberts from Channel 9 or Cleveland 19 News.
Hi.
Sam Roberts.
Thanks for having me.
Sam Roberts, it's so exciting that you're here. We've been friendly for a long time.
Forever.
It feels like a long time. Since way pre-pandemic.
Oh yeah.
I know, and
way before that.
And people don't believe me when I tell you. It's like, oh yeah, I talk to Sam all the time.
All the time.
All the time. So we chit chat.
We're always laughing.
Sam, can you move a little bit this way?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
We always.
I know you don't want to get closer to AJ, but it just
camera
looks
I'm
better.
scared
of. You are made for the camera, though. You're on although our cameras aren't as kind. Let me actually, AJ, can you turn the light up a bit?
Yeah.
Because I feel like your side of the room is a little dark and it's not being kind.
Oh, I see us.
Which one are? Wait,
Top one.
the lower one. There you go. There we go. Much better lighting now.
Fantastic.
All right, so we're still figuring things out here. Sam, I'm so happy you're here.
Glad to be here.
And this comes on the news that you don't do weather for us anymore.
Oh my God. Yeah. When I got a message from you, I was like, oh, I wonder if that's like okay.
If you're not allowed to, if there's like a competition clause or something.
Right?
Well, I think it's all just fine. But could you give us one of your signature for the very last time?
Yeah.
Hey, Sam Roberts, WMS.
Okay, we have to start with, hey guys.
Yeah.
'Cause I always start with hey guys. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, mostly clear tonight. Temperatures in the 50s. Tomorrow, lots of sunshine. 74 from 19 News. I'm meteorologist Sam Roberts on WMMS.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Oh my God,
She's
that's
a pro.
talent.
She's
You
a
like
pro.
flipped, so you went to a different place when you did that.
Yeah, it's like an out of body
Experience.
yeah.
I saw you like hovering, like it was like the Doctor Strange hit you in the chest. And you're
hovering over
"Boom."
my body.
That was crazy. Fun fact, you're the second news person I saw today.
Yeah, you said
I was
that.
telling you.
Who's the other one you saw?
I met Jay Crawford today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him. I ran into him. The most handsome person I've ever seen in my life.
We got some good news people here in Cleveland. We got some handsome
Yeah,
ones.
it was like staring into a mirror. I was just like, oh my God, I know you.
It's my twin.
I know the twin. I felt like Lindsay Lohan in that movie.
The Parent Trap.
Yeah, the Parent Trap,
Yeah.
where she like met herself.
Do you think you guys maybe have the same dad? And that's
I
why?
don't know.
Are you guys the same age? Do you have the same birthday?
We're the same age, the exact same age. I was a little harder on my body than he was.
Let me pull him up.
You
Jay
guys
Crawford?
look really similar.
I know, right? That's what
What's
people
his name?
say.
Jay Crawford?
Jay Crawford,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was just talking to him about how I know Mike a little bit because he does the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show.
Mm-hmm.
But I noticed, I'm like, everybody in news is like the best looking person I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen anybody that looks like Randy Quaid. like presenting like, and today someone was murdered on Martin Luther King. But they always look like Dennis Quaid.
Let me throw up some
There are
Jay
a lot
Crawford.
of nice-looking people in news. I'm not
for sure.
including myself in that,
Oh,
by
you
the way.
are, but
Just
you're
as a
very
general
nice-looking.
observation.
You're all right.
You know,
there
you
he
gotta-
is. There's
you gotta
Look at
Face
him. Look at
off.
that guy.
Handsome devil.
Oh my God! Like, look
Yeah.
at him. Like, if we did like a face to face, you
Yeah.
put us in a lineup, you couldn't differentiate
yeah.
the two
Same
people.
person.
I know.
He's a handsome guy. I'm still trying to. I gotta find my mouse over here. Boom, there he is. Okay, there's a nice. Boom,
He
Jay
watches over the
Crawford.
studio.
Yeah.
He just stares at us the
He just
whole
stares at us
time.
the entire time.
You can be our guy. You can keep us safe. You are
Yeah.
keeping us safe.
You know how
Jay
like
Crawford.
drivers sometimes put like St. Christopher on the dashboard, and
Mhm.
like studios should have a picture of Jay Crawford in
Well,
there.
I wouldn't say you guys are exactly twins because he doesn't have a beard.
That's true.
So you have a beard, but other than that,
It's
and he's not
identical.
wearing his glasses. I imagine he probably has them because you guys are probably brothers.
Yeah, I would say.
But yeah, I don't.
He has a little twinkle in his eye.
A little bit.
Just
And
like you.
he was like, thank you, Sam. I've been telling people that. I've been telling you now we can get it like in the full. Like Sam
Right.
Roberts is my friend. She told me I had a twinkle in my eye.
Right.
Just like Jay Crawford.
Just like your Jay
No,
Crawford.
It's crazy.
All right, back to that. If you need me to go back to Jay Crawford, I can. It's just now he's up there.
Like,
I can just throw it right back to Jay.
I'm not a gay person, but everyone has a price, and his would be less.
Well, you still charge him?
Wait, but you guys are brothers.
Well,
This just got really.
Yeah, where's the family discount?
where's the family?
Come on.
I'm out of.
Take care of your brother, man.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'm not great at this whole incest thing. I haven't practiced in a while. It's been a while for me.
I'm glad you remembered that they are brothers, because I was so wrapped up in the idea of them being together that I was just.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Oh my God, we could get like a loft in Greenwich Village.
Well, we don't know for sure that they're brothers. I mean,
Yeah,
but they probably are.
Yeah.
this is so much
The
fun.
class
That's pretty
hands.
gross. That's pretty gross.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into something that I wanted to talk about. So a buddy of mine sent me this picture. He lives down in Mansfield, and there is a
Oh.
yeah. So they went to the Mansfield prison, and this is actually
How
kinda
every
what-
good
So-
story starts
I know.
off.
Mansfield prison, and there was furries there, and
Oh.
they
There was some conjugal visits.
let me see if I can actually
but
get
they're
this.
only wearing heads.
Yeah, where are the
Well, they got it.
bodies?
You remember on True Life? Did
Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
the whole thing.
They have a whole thing. Let me actually get that better on the screen for the people watching. Let's put an image. Okay.
Why is what is have? Is there any context to this image?
They went to the Mansfield prison, the Mansfield Reformatory, where they filmed
the
there we
Shawshank
go.
Redemption.
Yeah, the Shawshank
That
Redemption.
was there, and Air
And-
Force One.
And
I
these
think.
guys were on a tour,
Yeah.
and they went through this tour as furries, and I'm pretty impressed by, like, even though they are just wearing the heads, some of them, I think some of them have tails. You can see
I
there.
don't see a tail.
You don't see a tail?
No, I do. In
Okay.
a briefcase.
Yeah, there's a tail, a briefcase.
A
They got some gloves on. They're doing things.
You know what I'm mesmerized by? I'm mesmerized by the handsome gentleman with the very patriotic shirt in the top right corner with the glasses. It's just like, what is taking his focus away from what's happening? It's like he's looking at something in his hand,
Yeah.
and he's just like, yeah, this is way more important than what's happening.
But here's what I was curious about. What would your fursona be? These guys all have different, they're wolves and cats, and there's horses and donkeys, and like, what would your fursona be? AJ?
Michael Jackson.
You gotta be an animal.
I would be the king of pop.
You gotta be an animal.
I would say he is an animal. Have you ever seen?
he's a
Have you ever seen
monster.
the Beat It video?
He's a monster.
He was an animal in that. Yeah.
What animal would you?
Oh my gosh.
I know I'm kind of putting you guys on the spot, but I think that's.
I know. I haven't thought about my fursona in weeks.
Same.
I know it's been a long time.
I don't know. You go first.
I would be a potato bug.
A potato bug. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be like one of those potato. They're
like
like
a
actually
roly-poly.
Yeah, roly. I'd be
That
one
actually,
of those things.
that could come across kind of cute if
I know.
you
I'd
do
be
it
like,
right.
"Ooh, look at me. I'm a
Yeah.
potato bug. I'm going to the furry orgy. And I have like a whole bunch of arms.
They have a lot of arms.
I think so. Well,
I
they have a
don't
lot of
know.
legs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and they move fast.
They do move fast. Sam, do you have one in mind, do you think?
I guess in the spirit of weather, I will be a woolly bear.
Okay.
Oh my
We're going
gosh.
insects over here. All right.
And I went
Yeah.
incest earlier, and
Yeah,
she's going insect. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I think that's a great one. I think, and it's a great tribute to the goat,
Yeah.
Dick Goddard,
The
woolly bear.
greatest
Yeah.
of all time.
Greatest. of all
I
time.
actually talked to you about it. Do you remember this story?
I do remember this
I met Dick Goddard before.
I
I
met
didn't
him
have
too.
a pleasant interaction with him.
So I met him when they filmed this video. Remember Silento? And it was that like fad dance. He came into
Yeah.
our station and filmed with like Triv and Dick Goddard and Jim Donovan and like all these. I think Mike Fratello was there, and they did that Superman. That's Soulja Boy. What was the Silento song?
I don't remember off the top of my head. All I can remember is the refrain in the background. Silento, Silento. I can't.
I don't know. My interaction with him was not. I don't remember him fondly. I'm the only person in the city that doesn't remember Dick Goddard.
I've never met him.
Oh, really?
I never had the opportunity.
I was like 12 years old, and we all know he loved animals, and he was like doing some event, and I was like 12, trying like getting the dog to bark. And he was like, "Hey!" And I like ran away from Dick Goddard, and that was the only interaction I ever had with Dick Goddard. I'm like, I just want to play with the dogs, Dick.
He's like, but I'm trying to spay and neuter them myself.
No,
I bite their dicks off.
Dick Goddard. He's just
I'm trying to help
he
these
like
animals.
spits out Listerine. He's like, next one. I'm sorry. Sam immediately regrets.
She didn't say anything. She just laughed.
I wasn't sure what was going to happen here tonight.
No, it's okay. We got Gallagher coming in soon with the big hammer and the watermelons. He's going to get us all messy.
Did I even say what my persona?
No,
would be?
you
Okay,
didn't.
my persona. If I'm going, I think I'm going different. I think I'm going panda bear.
I
I
think
think
I
that's
could see
more
it
my
because
personality. Or an elephant. Ooh, elephant. I'm going elephant.
I don't like
My
the
girl-
panda.
You don't like the panda? I
No,
love
I'm
pandas.
actually
They're so
fine with them
stupid.
going away.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You want pandas to be extinct?
No, I don't want them to go away, but I don't have sympathy. You gotta like force those things to procreate. You gotta like
didn't know
force
that.
them to have sex. Yeah, they don't want to. Like there's like specialists. There's like dudes that go in there with their hands and just kind of you know how
I know how they
child
can. Yeah.
birthing works, intercourse with the pandas.
I did not realize.
Yeah,
that.
they
I
only-
Yeah,
learned
they,
a
don't
they're
wanna do
lot
very
that.
tonight.
reluctant to bang. And you know every panda belongs to China. They're just on loan across the world.
To Tibet.
To Tibet.
Yeah, well,
Oh, boy.
So official.
I know, to Tibet. Pandas or Tibet, the Tibetan panda.
Maurice, he said he'd be on the live chat. He said he'd be a rhino. That's a good one.
Okay.
That'd be a
Ooh,
fun
intense.
persona. Yeah, I think you
Okay.
could have some fun with that. I like elephant for me. My girlfriend loves elephants. I think that would work well in many situations.
Yeah, I actually know a furry. I know
Oh,
a
yeah?
couple furries. Yeah,
In town?
yeah, in town. Yeah, I know they were like there was like a friend of mine. Yeah,
I'm
he's
very
like an
fascinated
open
by it.
furry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a wolf.
Okay.
And when I found out he was a wolf, I just thought that was like the funniest thing in the world. I'm like, you're a wolf? I don't
He
know
doesn't
why.
have wolf energy.
No, he has no wolf energy
That's
whatsoever.
why he's a wolf.
No, he has potato bug energy. I'm like, you're a wolf, huh? A wolf. And he had like a name for him too.
Oh, of course, yeah. That is their persona.
And then
It's a
his
whole thing.
girlfriend at the time, I forget what they were. It didn't work out. Shocking. But yeah, she had a fursona. Not saying it's shocking that furries can't love, right? Like I
It's
believe,
shocking that they can be loved.
yeah, they can be loved, and I think they should love. Look at them. They're just having like the happiest time.
I see a lot of love. In
There's
that
a lot of
photo.
love
Yeah.
happening.
There's a lot of respect and love.
It's not just a sex thing though. With
It
them.
really isn't.
It isn't. It's a
a sense
Yeah.
of
It is a
Yeah.
community. There was a furry convention at the Holiday Inn by my house a few years back.
Mhm.
I attended,
My buddy went to one.
not as a furry.
My buddy went to one in like 2004. And like he ran into the drummer from Rammstein,
Oh,
I
my-
think. Like he was just there, not in furry, just there partying.
Well, that's
There.
funny.
He went to the one in I think it was in Pittsburgh.
That's funny because that you mentioned Rammstein because you know the song Du hast?
Yeah.
In German that translates to I'm a furry. A lot of people don't know that.
I did not until
Yeah.
just now.
Fun
Well,
fact, Shia
we aren't
LaBeouf.
here just to talk about Dick Goddard biting dicks off dogs. We're here to educate.
Yeah. That's right. Meteorology.
Uh-huh.
That's the study of meteors.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
what I do. And that's
Study
why I
meteors.
work in a basement because
Because you
I
don't
need to stay safe.
you
from
have like your little
meteors.
tinfoil hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you work at Cleveland 19, and we used to film a show there that was like an internet show, so it's not a real show, but it was called Man in the Box with Mike Polk.
I've heard of this.
It's a lot. If you go and watch them, they're pretty funny. We're there's some very good ones, and we would spend a lot of time down there. Actually, when Barack Obama was elected president, we were filming that night, and like we had in that like middle room on one of the screens, the results were coming in while we were filming these office sketches about how Greg was trying to bang one of his office workers, and we were cock blocking him and stuff like that. Just stupid sketches, but they were funny. But it's
fun.
just funny that's where I was when Obama was elected.
You'll never forget that.
Yeah, it's I'll always remember where I was.
Climate change, is that real?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's pretty real.
Is it pretty
All
real?
right, let's start meteorology. Where'd you go to school to study for that? DeVry?
For that, I went to Mississippi State
Okay.
University. I did all that online in
The
new
Wolverines.
age. Bulldogs
Oh, right.
would be an excellent persona.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, Sam the Bulldog.
The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Bulldog Sammy.
And then prior to that, I had my undergrad degree from University of Tennessee, which you guys see me obnoxiously tweet about.
Okay.
All football
So that's where your heart is Tennessee.
Yeah, my heart's in Knoxville
Knoxville.
and
Okay.
Cleveland. It's like separate.
But like, I mean, as far as like your loyalty for sports,
oh yeah, for
like,
sure.
yeah, that makes sense. I had a buddy that went to Vandy. He's a Vanderbilt guy.
Oh.
And so he'll just walk around and just say to himself, almost like he has Tourette's, he just goes, "Suck it, Vols." Just
That is so believable, by the
Really?
way.
You
just
hate
like
Vandy?
I
Not a fan.
Not a fan? No.
Not a fan.
No.
No.
I like Darius Garland played at Vanderbilt.
did he?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
where he
I
played.
love that.
Oh, I
I
didn't
like
know
him.
that.
Yeah, he played at Vandy. I think he's like the first Vandy first round pick in NBA in like 25
Makes
years.
sense because they
Yeah,
usually suck.
they're usually not very good.
Oh,
The only two
yeah.
Vandy athletes I know, Jay Cutler played at Vanderbilt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
those are the only two.
That's all I
But I
that's
know
more than I could
Mr.
even think of.
Manning played at Tennessee.
He did.
Yeah, Mr.
The elder.
Yeah, the elder
Manning.
man. Well, not
Not the
Archie.
elder, but
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, the elder brother played
Yeah.
at Tennessee. Yeah. What made you like just be like into meteorology? Like, did you always like it? Is that something you always wanted to be?
I really liked it, but I knew it was a ton of science and math.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to say I hate math because I feel like I get in trouble a lot when I openly say I hate math. But, math is not this glamorous thing. Like, it's really can be very challenging.
Right.
And I thought, I don't know that I want to invest all this time
It's so much work.
doing all of this math.
Well, and the thing is, if you're not good at math, it's so much work. If you are good at math,
so much work.
it really does just click. Like it's something that people are just like, oh, there's like a natural gift for it.
Yeah, you have to be, I feel like, a natural. Like, so I really like struggled with that. And then you finally like make it through. And then you get into your job and you're like, oh, I literally am never going to use that at work.
I knew that.
I'm not going to do
Like,
that.
I just knew that I would never have a job where anyone relied on me to do anything that important.
Same.
I was like, I didn't want to ever be a doctor or a lawyer. My mom, when I was a kid, would always be like, oh, I think you'll be a dentist because you have very good hands. And that was her way of trying to encourage me.
Really
Well, because
stupid
I was
way
very
to
small.
insinuate that someone's going to be a dentist. You have, oh my God, you have such big feet. You're going to
'Cause
be a great
I had little
Podiatrist.
hands.
podiatrist someday.
And she was like, oh, because you have little hands, you might be a good dentist because you can get in there.
Yeah.
And so
Don't
like
be
that was her just trying to
scary.
find something. And then like her other thing was like, oh, I think you might be a sports agent because you don't take no for an answer. I'm like, yeah, from you. But like
You're my
everybody
mom.
else is like, I'm a pushover.
That's so weird
Yeah.
because people said, AJ, you'd be a great sports agent because your hands,
Because of your hands, yeah.
they work.
And they're made for signing deals.
Yep,
Yeah.
everybody loves watching the radio.
I
people.
love that people can see you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty
it
cool.
gets weird sometimes.
Do people do
like there was
anything
this guy
weird?
today during the show that was just very he really wanted us to pay attention to him, so he's just wandering back and forth and like banging on the window, and so we just had to like play it like, hey man, we're not looking at you. It was a little weird, but sometimes it's fun. I'm still waiting on the first like pressed ham or like any sort of like someone's gonna put their wiener or butt or boobs on this window at some point, and I'm
I
excited
do it
for it.
like very, very late night, early mornings when nobody's in here. I just press my penis against the glass.
In fur
I
garb.
I go. This is the Alan Cox. This is the Alan Cox studio.
Well, I mean,
I
right
just
now it's the
push
Bill
my-
Squire Show studio.
I just push my thunder.
yeah.
against the
Lots
cold
of weather.
right, the
references
cold
here.
glass.
Yeah, there's a storm
Oh
rolling
my
in.
God, I did not. I always call it my thunder. It has nothing to do with the fact that a meteorologist is here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So back to talking to Sam. You did 4 years at Tennessee, and then you do your undergrad all online, or your not your undergrad, but your
Like continuing education was all at a Mississippi State where
But-
they have the cowbells.
Yeah.
You know, we're
Yeah.
very
cool.
SEC. Yeah, it was great. I did it all online so I could work
yeah.
in TV while I was finishing that, and that was a long time ago. But
That's cool. And you came up here after you graduated.
a long time after I finished in 2013 with like all the Mississippi State stuff, and then I didn't come up here until late 2015.
See, I feel like you've been here forever.
Same.
I feel like you've been here, like you're a staple. Like I remember, because I worked in group homes for a long time, and I had a guy there who was like obsessed with watching the weather.
It was
and
a
he would always
work
watch
release
you.
program.
Like he knew. Yeah, it was a work release program. He knew like when the TV would come on, and he knew the names of all the people. He'd go like, Sam Roberts. And he would like point at the TV and like run away.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God. Ask Brian. Brian knew. He worked with me there.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, Brian knew, and we were like, "Oh, yep, it's 4 p.m. He's going to watch." He was obsessed with the news and weather, and then he would flip it to 8 and be like, "Oh, AJ Colby."
Oh, I loved him. I loved watching
Yeah.
him. I don't think he's on anymore. I don't know if I haven't seen him in a long time.
I haven't seen him in a
but-
while, but yeah, but I know that he was, and he knew that guy. Yeah.
So with the changing, I mean, even just in the time that you've been in TV,
Mhm.
it's changed a ton because of social media and people being cord cutters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How have you had to adapt, and how much like have you had to take on that you didn't used to have to do? Because I feel like there's so much like just in radio, we're like our own engineers sometimes. We're
Yeah.
doing, if we're doing promotions, we're spinning a lot of plates, and I was wondering if it's the same thing in TV.
It is. I feel like it's it's kind of a first world
Yeah.
problem, so I don't want to like complain about it. But we're on Twitter. We're
Yeah.
on, which Twitter's like the fun part of it, but we have to, get Facebook engagement.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people now are on TikTok. I am
Yeah.
like firmly against. I will not dance on TikTok.
Oh,
Like, I just
there's other
cannot
things to
do
do
it.
on TikTok. You can remove giant ram horn toenails. You can do that.
Yeah, I saw that video. That
Yeah.
was disgusting.
It's
What
pretty
is
gross.
a ram horn toenail? I mean,
I'm
I
glad
can
you
kind of
asked.
picture
Oh
it.
God!
Oh,
Oh no,
no.
we're gonna see it.
Oh,
You did this to
no.
yourself, Sam
Oh,
Roberts.
why I should have
let
known
me-
better.
Let
Yeah.
me see if I can pull one
Oh,
up for you.
boy. I
Mm.
think I'm beginning to picture.
Yeah, it's like the thing that like grows like over.
Yeah.
It's so gross. He showed it to Mary on the show a
Yeah.
couple days ago,
Oh,
and it was the most
no.
horrific thing I've ever seen. And I don't know why you did that to her. We're gonna do it to Sam Roberts
Yeah, but
now.
we gotta
aren't
make
we?
sure everything's on picture.
Hey,
We're
you
using the
Terrific.
technology this week, and I
do a
love
lot
that.
on TikTok.
You can do a lot
Yes.
on TikTok.
Cooking videos.
Everyone tells me I should take my my naked shaving cream man shtick
I have
to TikTok.
absolutely think you should.
TikTok is
That's
made
the
for
first-
It's
that.
made for that. I know. Yeah, that's so
Alright.
weird. I know,
Oh,
right?
all
You
right,
were
here
there
we
from the
go.
beginning
Ready?
of that.
All right.
I was. I feel like
You
I
have been. You've fueled. This is. Oh God.
Oh my god!
Why the fuck are you doing this, Bill Squire?
I can't look away.
That's why.
Are they gonna
Oh
remove it?
God. Oh my God. I'm fucking done. Oh.
Oh my!
God. I hate you so much, Bill. This is the worst. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm assuming this person is numb.
Yeah, I think they numb them up, but like that's also just so dead. Like it's
Yeah.
super thick. Like yeah,
Oh,
and that's all.
Lord, you son of a bitch! Why the fuck are you doing this to us? I've been your friend, nothing but nice to you, and she just tells us what the
I just
temperature
met
out.
her.
I can't look away.
It's pretty awesome,
There's
right?
more.
Yeah, there's more. But
Oh, and then
I'll let you figure that out.
Put
on
Jay
your own.
Crawford back up there so I
Yeah.
forget.
We need that.
We need Jay
palate
Crawford back
cleanser.
here. I know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, you want Jay Crawford back? All right.
Yeah, put Jay
Let me
Crawford
find my
back up there
mouse.
so I can look at something beautiful on
Okay,
that
hold on.
screen.
Let me get Jay
For a
Crawford.
second.
There
Oh,
you go.
there he
Jay
is.
Crawford's
That's
back.
better.
Yeah, there you
We're
go. Jay
all-
Crawford. There you go. Some Jay Crawford.
God. Wouldn't it be a curveball if he had ram horn
Oh
toenails?
my god.
That was Jay Crawford in the video.
Oh no.
When we watched it on the Alan Cox show, Alan was like, "Where is this? India?" I'm like, "No, this is like,
This is
I think it's in
Cleveland
Kentucky
Clinic.
or something. Like it's not.
this is
that
Lincoln,
far away.
Nebraska. This is
Those, and then like people were texting like, "Oh yeah, I work in a clinic. We see this all the time. It's not uncommon."
Oh my god, that made me
I like that you were like,
so bad.
it pulled you in. You're not screaming like Mary was
No.
screaming. AJ's reaction was closer to Mary's, and you're like, I can't look away, and that's how I feel because I find those things on TikTok, and that's what draws me in.
I'm gonna download the app now.
Yeah, I got you. on TikTok.
You people are animals.
How did you get into TikTok, Sam?
Ram horn toenails.
Toenails.
I watch those. I watch the like ear cleaning videos. I like those a lot where they'll pull out. They're so satisfying when they get like a big ball of wax and just get it to like finally like come out. And these things are enormous, and it's so awesome.
I have not been living.
Yeah.
I mean, I do watch like the Toe Bro
Yeah,
and
What's
Dr.
the
Pimple
Toe Bro?
Popper.
Yeah.
It's a show.
About what? About the
toe bro.
Toe?
foot fetishes?
Yeah, they're removing bad toenails. They're cleaning up the bottom, like the nail beds and
Ooh, I
like
don't wanna
the
do
feet on the bottom, all the calluses. They remove all that, and sometimes they'll pull off like just like almost like shards.
Okay.
of foot.
Okay.
You
Okay.
really
I
can't
get it. I
handle this
get it.
stuff.
I get it. I get it. You fuckers. All right. I understand what the toe bro is. The Dr. Pimple Popper's gross, but like, oh my god, I'm just
Oh, that's
feeling
my
it.
fave.
I'm feeling it like down in a very visceral area of my body. I'm just feeling uncomfortable.
So we got some people in the chat, and they're whenever you say Sam Roberts, I think of the musician who is a Canadian musician. Do you get a lot of crossover with that, or there's also
The wrestler guy.
the wrestler guy? Yeah, Sam Roberts, he's on radio or on Sirius XM, and he does a lot of stuff for the WWE.
I get tweets, angry wrestling tweets from people thinking they're tweeting at him, but they're tweeting at me. This hasn't happened in a long time, but I'll look at my mentions and I'll see like, why the hell did you say this about Stone Cold? I don't know. I can't think of
Yeah.
any modern wrestler off the top of my head, but and I'm like, wait,
Roman
what is
Reigns,
this?
how dare you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
The
like-
Rock. Who's
Yeah.
wrestling today? I don't know.
I
That's
think
so
Roman
funny.
Reigns is a big guy in the WWE right now. I think I can't really think of anybody
I don't
else.
know.
Mick Foley.
Mick
is
Foley's
he still
very-
around?
He's still alive, but he's
I
still
don't
with
think he's
us.
wrestling,
But
yeah.
he's hanging on by a thread. He was my favorite. I
The
love that guy.
sock.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had he would pull it out of
Socko,
his
yeah.
pants and stick it in people's mouths.
Mhm.
I'm totally
Some of the
fine
funniest
talking
stuff.
about that, but
Yeah.
when you get to
It's
like
a
ram
toes.
horn
Too much.
toenails,
Well, we're
freaks
trying
me
to
out.
cover a lot. And you've had, I mean, being on social media and being a public figure is one thing, but when you are a woman, you get all sorts of weirdos and assholes just like coming at you. And I've always appreciated that you're pretty upfront with it, and you're pretty great about just kind of either putting people in their place or just blocking, or like you're honest about some of the grossness that comes your way, and you're like, it's frustrating.
It is.
Yeah.
It's strange to me.
Yeah.
If you went, like, it's my job.
Yeah.
So, if you went into a bank or something and you walked up to a teller or you walked up to a cashier and you were like, you suck.
Yeah.
Like, your hair sucks and you're fat and you have ram's
Oh.
horn toenails.
oh my god,
Like, you would never do that in real life.
Right.
But it's become so acceptable on social media for people to be like,
to do
screw
that. Yeah.
you. You know what I mean?
And it's not been a thing that I've ever wanted to do, and I don't quite understand that mentality that people have where they're like if I don't enjoy something, I move to the thing that I do enjoy. But there's just people, they love being so negative, and it's some sort of release for them, but I don't understand that. I think it comes from a very like dark place.
I do too. I mean, it goes back to I think people just maybe they feel bad about themselves.
Yeah.
They're like looking for someone they can target, and I'm on TV or
Mhm.
other people are on TV, and so they see you and they're like,
Well, here's the thing. I've always felt bad about myself.
same. Like you don't need to tell me.
Oh my God, we all hate ourselves in
Hate
here.
ourselves.
This is so great.
We are bonding over this. Like,
I know.
you don't
this is
need
so
to
much
tell me
fun.
I have a big nose. Like, I know.
Someone said you had a
were-
big nose.
Yeah, I get that.
You don't have a big nose. Does
Why,
she have a big nose?
You know,
Not any bigger than yours.
it's knees. It's knees. People don't like knee. They'll say like, I
Oh.
can see your knees.
Really?
Like, what the?
What?
It's my knee.
Who
Like,
cares?
I'm sorry. Like,
Your
well, there's also
knee?
I think there's an older generation that never had the opportunity to have that direct contact with
yes.
news people or radio people or whatever it is, and now that they can, they are just making up for a lot of lost time.
Lost time.
And they're like, I never saw Dick Goddard's knees, even when he was biting dicks off a dog.
Why do I see your knees?
I know.
I don't like it.
That same guy is just laying in bed, just dreaming about Dick Goddard's knees in a very sensual way. He's like, "Ooh, I wish I saw his
the knees
knees."
that got away.
Before
While he's
the
looking
knees.
at his-
If
I bet he
only.
had ram horn toenails.
Dick Goddard or-
Yeah, no, Dick Goddard, that fucking son of a gun.
The goat.
That
He's the
yelled
goat.
at
And that's
me.
what made him the goat was his ram horn tone.
Greatest of all time.
Was he known like in other parts of the country? Because you're not from here.
No,
Like,
I didn't know who he was until I moved here.
Oh,
But
okay.
other people I knew who are in the business were like, you're going into Dick Goddard territory. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh, I'm going to have to Google that person. Because
Mm.
I grew up with Robin Reed,
Okay. And
which is a
where'd you grow up at?
Roanoke, Virginia.
Okay.
I feel like that's an excellent TV name.
Yeah.
You have a lot of alliteration
yeah.
there. So I
Robin
wasn't
Reed.
familiar with Dick Goddard, but I did learn very
You learned who he
quickly.
was.
He's like,
Yeah.
he was a legend, you know?
yeah, I saw who he really was that fateful
He
afternoon
didn't
Um,
want you
I
to
was
make that
12.
dog bark.
at the Garfield Heights home days.
Good evening, Edgar. And Diane said, Sam, I can see your eyes. How are they doing since surgery?
Oh, thank you for asking.
Yeah, you had a
Got
surgery
the
on your eyes.
LASIK.
Oh, I love LASIK. I got it.
You got it too?
I got it like 14 years ago. And it's the best thing I ever did because I hated wearing glasses. I was real
Mhm.
bad with my contacts. I had to do like a 2-week cleanse where I just wore my glasses because I would sleep in my contacts so much that they're like, there's protein buildup. And you got, like, so
Yeah.
it was, but it's been the best thing that I've ever, like, honestly, I love it. And it's not bad. Like the first
No.
day, like, it's a little weird when you can smell your cornea burning. But
Ooh.
other than that,
People said that I would smell that, and they warned me about it, like as it was
Yeah.
happening. I have very little sense of smell,
oh, really?
so
With
I
that big
didn't smell
nose?
it. Right? You would think I'd be
I
out
was
here
waiting for her to stop saying so I could say that
smelling
joke.
everything.
You're breaking your camera, man.
Am I breaking the camera? I'm sorry.
Let me-
I'm so mad you shoplifted that fucking joke from me.
Don't slap the table, please.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm just
I hit
angry.
the mic a few times.
The hitting the mic's okay. The mics can take it. But like, don't slap
Gentle.
things. AJ, you
Oh, I'm just
slapper.
mad.
You're mad that I got that joke first?
No, I had it in my head and I
Yeah.
was just waiting.
Yeah. Well, the timing's everything, and
Gotta
gotta get it out. But I'm the host, so I get to tell the joke. Yeah.
Thanks for teaching me about comedy.
Maybe you should be a meteorologist. Maybe that's more
Can I
suited
get
for
into
you.
that? Can I get into that?
Yeah, why
Can I
not?
get into that? How do I do it? How do I get into meteorology if I want to?
just-
I'm glad
I
you
gotta
asked
go to
me.
school though, right?
You gotta go to school.
Have you ever bit off a dog's dick? How are we not nominated this year? I'm so
I know.
mad at
We
Steve.
missed the nomination
Yeah,
this
I'm
year.
For what, Emmy?
No.
Yes, that
yeah,
too.
That too. No, the
but
Cleveland
this-
Scene Award. We won last year. We didn't even get nominated this year.
What?
I thought we
Yeah.
would have been like grandfathered in, but
Who
guess
do I
not.
need to speak with about that?
You gotta call Cleveland Scene. Call them out on the air.
They're like,
tomorrow.
who are
Yeah.
you? Samantha? What?
Sam Roberts?
Sam Roberts,
The wrestler?
the wrestling guy.
podcaster?
The Canadian musician? I don't know.
I would help you, but I don't like what you said about Roman Reigns.
The other day, we briefly talked in passing about doing a true crime podcast.
we
together.
did talk about that.
That would be so much fun.
We should do a true crime
We should
podcast.
do a true crime podcast.
I really want to do this.
I was talking to the lady I'm seeing the other day. I'm like, because I was like hanging out with her when we were like texting. I'm like, I might do a true crime podcast with Sam Roberts. That would be so much fun.
We should do it.
We should.
Why not?
What's stopping us?
We have mics and apps and.
I know.
mics
I
that
just
keep
come in here.
hitting.
I steal Bill's key
card,
Key
yeah.
card. We just come into the Alan Cox studio and we record a true crime podcast.
We should. Let's make it happen.
We should just do it.
Well, we gotta get a good name for it first.
I'm gonna have to think. on
Yeah,
that.
I'm not good at names.
You're not good at coming up with a clever name for a podcast.
No.
All right.
Would
I
it
mean, I
be-
was the one that suggested the
are you
Bill
guys
Squire
going
show.
like murder podcast? Are you doing like what kind of crimes are you gonna focus on?
That's
Disappearances?
murder? Yeah, I mean that's the
Murder.
most,
Yeah,
that's the
everybody's doing
sexiest
murder.
crime.
I feel like everyone's doing murder. I feel
Murder.
Should
like
we branch
Heists.
out?
Heists.
Cults.
Cults freak me out.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's
little
so scary. Those are the only things that kind of keep
all
me
right,
up at night is
heists and cults.
Heists,
I think
cults.
one week you do a heist, next week you do a cult.
Scams.
Scams.
Ooh, scams don't freak me out as much, but just as fascinating.
I think scams falls in with heists. Edgar says Sam Roberts is so damn foxy. I think he's talking about the
The
wrestling.
wrestler, for sure. The
He's
wrestling
totally
guy.
talking about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys, I'm all for you guys figuring out this podcast.
Branching out, yeah.
branching
We
out,
gotta work
yeah.
on this. We'll have a
We have to.
brainstorming
Yeah.
session.
We have to because you tweeted because 19 has a true crime podcast.
Yes,
now,
Dark
right?
Side of the Land. I'm gonna just
Oh, is that all like
throw it
Cleveland
out
ones?
there. All Cleveland cases.
Ooh.
So if you're fascinated by true crime, we have tons of episodes
Yeah.
about different cases.
Are-
They've been working
Is
on
that
it for a while.
podcast you're on?
I'm not on it.
No,
No,
why-
they
you
don't
should
let me
just-
near that.
Just take that over. Just
look,
steal
I'm
that.
not.
Who
I'm
hosts
just
that?
the weather person.
You're just the weather.
I'm just a meteorologist.
Have you ever had to fill in like the other parts of the news?
Not in Cleveland, but
No.
in other markets I worked in, I would fill in sports occasionally.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Because
cool.
I enjoy
What's your
sports ball.
favorite sport and favorite teams?
I think football is
Football?
really my fave.
Are you a Browns fan? Or are you a like going back to your youth, like maybe Washington Commanders?
No,
or-
my whole family
Titans?
Commanders
Okay.
fans.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure they're all super happy about the name change, just like everybody
Oh,
here.
they're thrilled.
Well, yeah.
They love it. They're not at all Bengals fans now. I don't know why they chose to adopt the Bengals, but
The Bengals.
I'm I was a young lass.
Mhm.
I was a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Okay.
I
Oh,
feel like
wow.
I'm gonna get
I'm-
run out of town.
No, I'm a Packers fan.
okay.
I've always been a Packers fan.
I was a Browns fan. Deshaun kind of knocked me off of that. I can't. I didn't like that, but
I don't love it.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. But but Dallas, that's probably, I imagine we're watching football when they had their great run in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so that was easy. I mean, you got Emmitt Smith, you have
Troy
Troy Aikman,
Jay
Michael
Crawford.
Irvin doing all that. Charles Haley, do you know?
I don't know Charles. Haley.
Downhill ever since.
Yeah, downhill ever since. I remember I was.
You know Charles Haley stories?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was also a St. Louis Rams horn toenails fan for a while when the greatest show on turf.
So now I've switched my allegiance to
The Chargers.
Chargers. I'm a Chargers
Okay.
fan now. I
That's
like
fair.
I like them. So yeah, just the whole Deshaun thing. Like we've talked about it a bunch, and I don't begrudge anybody for sticking with him. I just was like, I can't cheer for that guy. So,
Yeah. I kind of like that he's not playing right now.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
if you are cheering for the team, at
Right.
least you don't have to like.
Right,
cheer for
exactly.
him.
Like I was
Yeah.
happy that they won on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like it's a personal thing, and I know,
Sure.
and I didn't grow up in a family that like we're all like nobody in my family was really a sports fan, so it was like just by being around in Cleveland is why I became a Browns fan, but I don't have. It's not like my father was a Browns fan, and like we wouldn't go to games. Like he didn't care. he doesn't like football at all. But yeah, now Chargers. But Dallas? That's a tough.
I know.
That's a tough cheer this season.
I don't tweet about the
Yeah.
Cowboys very often. I save that for my personal Facebook page.
Yeah.
Do you have a burner account? Do you have one?
No, I have considered in the past.
Oh my God.
But I just couldn't do it. I was scared somebody would know it was me.
People don't realize how funny Samantha Roberts is.
I'm
Like
really
she's
not that funny.
fucking no, you're fucking hilarious. Like there have been times where we'll be like talking about something and you like I'm not gonna but like she'll like say something, you completely floor me. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is the same person. It's so funny.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah,
you're
no
very
problem.
funny.
Thank you.
Very funny, very talented. Okay, what about basketball, baseball? Do you got
I
favorite
guess
teams
as
in
a
that?
kid and growing up in the South, you're always a Braves fan.
Yeah.
That's like Southern kid. You're a Chipper Jones
Yeah.
fan now. So I always liked the Braves, and then basketball. I mean, I just pull for all Tennessee, like UT's teams.
Yeah,
Pat Summit.
The Summit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I rode an
goat.
elevator with her sister once.
Really?
I thought it was her, but they look very alike. Because my friend was in town doing comedy and he was staying at the hotel over here,
Mm-hmm.
and the women's tournament was here, and I
Oh.
was like, "Are you Coach Summerall?" And she's like, "Sister," and I was like, and she might have been lying, but I was like, "Awesome!" Like that was cool. Like that's like one of the most iconic people I've ever like shared space with. If that was really her, or even
Right.
if it's her sister, it's cool.
She was so tall
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
I just like almost like larger than life,
Mm-hmm.
literally and figuratively. So, rest in peace to the goat at Summit.
Yeah. When did she die? About 10 years ago? Was it?
It was like
Close to that?
I think it was in 2015 or 2016. Because when I found out about it, we were live on the air and I started crying.
2016.
I was so sad
Yeah.
about that. So yeah, but it seems like forever ago.
Yeah. It seems like she's been gone way longer.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I mean, just her retiring was such a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that felt like the end of an era of, I mean, even if you didn't watch college, like women's basketball, you still, if you were any sort of sports fan, you knew Pat Summit. Like that
Right.
was like, she was that iconic and that well known. But you'd have like an NBA team you pull for.
The Cavs now.
Cavs now.
I
Yeah.
didn't
and
until
how
I moved
fucking
here.
pumped. I mean,
I'm
getting
so
Donovan
excited.
Mitchell, AJ and I are
Huge.
huge basketball
Yeah,
fans.
basketball is like my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's like my absolute favorite thing in the world.
After toenails.
Yeah, after. Oh, God. I'm thinking about that video again. Ooh.
I kind of want to watch it again.
Oh, I kind
I
of
can bring
really
it back
don't.
up if you want.
I
I am so encouraged by the fact that you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
let me
let's
watch
do it.
some more of that. I love those gross out videos. They're just so interesting. Was like the ingrown hair removals?
Yes.
Those are so satisfying.
and it's so long.
Yeah. You're just like keep
I
coming.
know. It's like ASMR.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you also, I also like the blackheads where it like leaves like a divot, like a hole. Like they pull out some old, like almost stone like calcified blackhead.
Yeah.
And there's just like this empty hole where they pull it out and it just sits there. Oh, and the
I love it.
Mm.
I'm gonna fall asleep to that on my phone tonight, just scrolling through.
I dated a girl and her cousin's or sister's boy. I don't remember who it was, but there was a guy that was dating one of her family members, and he had this growth on his head that like he never got taken care of. And I was just like, dude, go on Pimple Popper and let's cut that thing open.
Yeah, it could have been
and
a
let's see-
lipoma.
yeah, let's see what that is, man.
You guys are just so much more fascinated by this than I am. I'm like
It's-
freaking out in my head. I feel so uncomfortable.
I
Right now.
gotta see it getting take apart. I gotta see what's inside there.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh, when they
yeah.
take it off and you can see what's inside,
Mhm.
that's like the best part.
because I mean, like if you watch enough of these, you're like, okay, is it gonna be a pop where you're getting a bunch of juices, or is it gonna be the ones where it's like a growth and like they're removing it. Like it was, I think that's what you just said.
Lipoma.
Lipoma.
I
Yeah.
sound like a dermatologist.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm not,
You're
though.
so many
Yeah.
different kinds of ologists. You're like 9 different ologists. The only thing I watched was Dr. Dog Dick Biter. That was the only thing I ever watched. Fucking I don't know. I'm like besmirching like
What
a
was
Cleveland
that?
icon right now
Yeah.
that everyone loves. I'm the only one in the city who like looks back.
I think we kind of tag team that one.
Yeah.
We were both, this was a lot of fun. Before we go, all right. So your fursona is a what did we
Woolly.
land on?
Woolly bear.
Woolly bear, which is great. You Cowboys fan, which is brutally tough. Do you play fantasy football at all?
I used to, but I actually decided with the work league that my husband was going to just take over as
Oh,
me.
nice.
So he is representing me in my work fantasy league.
Is he pretty good?
He won last week. He's
Hell yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's
He's like
awesome.
really good with this stuff. I get bored.
So the
and-
rumors aren't true, AJ.
About what?
I don't know.
What rumor? I'm in the dark.
No, how long you guys been married?
5 years.
5
We
years.
just
Oh,
celebrated our 5-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's
How'd you
awesome.
guys meet?
We met at the gym.
Oh,
Up here?
No, back in Richmond, Virginia, where I was
Okay.
working before I came here, which is weird because I am very much a headphones on.
Mhm.
I don't want to look at anybody.
When
I
you're
don't
in the
wanna-
James.
I'm just like in the zone. But we met in a workout class.
Yeah, that's how I am too at the gym, AJ. Don't bother me. Stop hitting on me, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop looking at me. Like
Yeah.
that.
No, actually, I was at the gym on Saturday and I was doing, like the belt squat
Yeah.
thing. I forgot to put the stopper down when I went down and got stuck. And I had to like turn around like over my shoulder and there's a guy on another machine who's like, hey, can you help me? And this stranger had to come wrap his arms around me and pick me up so that I could get off this machine properly.
That was really nice of him.
It was
That
very
was
nice.
of
He was
him.
very
I
kind.
would have just let you be,
Yeah.
but I would have hit on you at the gym.
Well, I appreciate that.
I would have done
I've
it
been like,
in the
God,
showers.
Jay Crawford's hitting on me.
If you're like, nope, I get that all the time. He smelled so good.
Really?
He smelled so good.
Like what? Like a
It was like a musk. It was like a gorgeous
Manly,
oh
like
my
what a real
God.
man should smell like.
Oh my God!
Irish Spring.
Make me want to bite a dog's dick off.
All right. And with that, we are. I think that is the last dog dick getting bit off reference that we need, and we can
We're
we
gonna
can wrap things
take
up
off.
here. Yeah.
Thanks for having
so
me, guys.
thank you for coming through. People can find you on social media on Twitter at Sam. Is it? Hold on. I got a notification from you. Sam Roberts WX.
Mhm.
So you,
Short for weather,
yes,
not for wrestling.
not for
Oh.
wrestling. So follow her. Very good follow on Twitter. Is it the same on Instagram?
Yeah, same on Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't really post much on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I get on there and I get like, everybody's like hot and
Yeah.
look at my body. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to Twitter. Everyone's
All right,
funny.
right.
I'm sorry that my posts bother you.
It
Sam.
really, I was gonna talk to you about it after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you see his hot body on Twitter too because
Yeah.
he posts
The
Slut
shaving,
Man.
the
Yeah.
shaving cream videos.
And then when can people catch you on Cleveland 19?
I'm on at 3 for an hour, 4:30, 5:30, and 7:30 Monday through Friday.
All right.
So I hope y'all will tune in.
If you need to know what's going on with the weather, and you don't know how to work a phone,
I'm stealing my job.
No, if you want to really know what the fuck is going on with the weather,
Right.
Not just some dumb temperature update. You want to know what's
No.
coming your way. You go to Cleveland 19 and you watch Sam Roberts 3, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30.
That's
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Are
a
you
lot of news.
Are you what kind of a winner are you predicting?
We actually have not done our winter forecast yet.
Oh,
We're
okay.
working on that over the couple of weeks,
Okay.
next couple of weeks.
Please,
So
please give me some good news when you do that.
Because
Would
like
good
I
news
keep
be-
seeing things like it's gonna be one of the coldest bad winters.
what, like Farmer's Almanac stuff?
I don't know. It's
They
just
get a little loose with those
it's
predictions.
clickbait shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
So we'll have some professional
Yeah.
predictions coming out. And, like,
Okay.
stay tuned.
okay.
Awesome.
That's a good
Jeez.
tease. I like that. All right. Well, thank you so much for checking out the Bill Squire show. Let me get this. And yeah, AJ, you got anything you need to plug?
Subscribe to Weekly Humorist.
Okay.
Book coming out in 2024.
Yep.
I don't know.
For me, check out the Alan Cox Show weekdays 2 to 6:30. Go to my website to see upcoming shows, billsquire.com, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share this podcast. And we will see you guys next week.
Show's over.
This is the Bill Squire Show.